Hello everybody and welcome to day 3 of the Daily Writing Challenge. Thank you for joining me today. For those who are new here, I am doing a daily drawing challenge that is available on Creativebug. If you'd like to check out Creativebug, which is free to all York County Library card holders, you can check out the link that should be on the screen now. It's www.yclibrary.org/online-learning. Creativebug's listed there along with other online learning services that we offer, so check them out. And without further ado, let's get into day 3. So first off, I'm going to address the fact I'm wearing the same shirt, but thematically it fits. Yesterday we did blind contour of our hand, which focused on a continuous line, and today we're going to be focused on drawing a thread spool. So I thought that the blue lines on my shirt yesterday looked really good today and kind of like the thread that I would be drawing. So if you don't have a thread spool, I take the exercise a page further, you might say, and draw other cylindrical-like things in my house. The instructor focuses on the fact that the thread spool has significance to her as an individual. So if you don't have a thread spool, if you don't have anything really cylindrical, you could find a small object that you adore and try to draw it. So I hope you join us, and without further ado, let's get drawing.
Okay, so let's get into day 3. We will be drawing a spool of thread. Here's my spool of thread. And I've also chosen this row counter that I use when I'm doing crochet projects. You turn the dials on either side and you can increase the numbers, and that way you know what row you're working on. I'll be using a mechanical pencil today, and let's get started. So I'm roughing out the outer shape, kind of taking a note from our contour line drawing and doing the outside. Now I'm roughing in the top and bottom circles of the actual spool. I have found some lines that I really like, so I'm just darkening those. And I wanted to get a nice shape for my thread, so there it is. Wanted to make sure I got the edge of the spool to give it a little bit of dimension, so I put in some shading, used my tiny eraser to get rid of some of the sketchy marks that I didn't need anymore. I added a little feature of the label on the top. And added some general coloring to the thread since it is a dark color, and a little bit of shading on the side to make it look circular, like a cylinder. And a little bit of shadows to make it feel like it's on the page, and there we go. Okay, now on to the row counter. Very similar shape. So I'm doing a similar process to how I drew the spool of thread. I do kind of play with the placement of the circles in the middle. You'll see me change that up. Now on the edges of the row counter, there is kind of a bumpy edge to it so that you have enough friction to turn each dial. So you'll see me split the top and bottom edge and put a little detail of those edged pieces right there. So I decided to put a 03 for J3. There's my little edge detail. And there we go. Pretty happy with that. I decided that I wanted to do some blind contour as well, so I attempted to do a blind contour drawing of the thread spool. Added a little bit of color and did a couple more blind contour drawings. Decided to change up the color a little bit and drew it on its side. Then I did a blind contour of my row counter. It's interesting trying to get those circles in the middle. So then I decided I would just do a quick doodle of it instead of a blind contour or a very detailed sketch, which was a lot of fun. There's a little needle. And another row counter. Did a can of soda. And some paper towels. And then I saw some of my washi tape, so I decided to pick one of those up and draw that. Did a little bit of the pattern. Not too detailed. And to just use what I had, I put some washi tape on the page and colored in my design. And that is my work for day 3. Had a lot of fun with this, and I hope you did too.
Alright, how did it go? Did you have fun? Yeah, I drew a dark blue spool of thread, and I have dark blue lines on my shirt. Also, this is a really comfortable shirt. I had a lot of fun with that. As y'all saw, I not only drew the thread spool, but I also got to draw the little counter that I use when I'm doing very large crochet projects, and then from there I just kind of started looking around at things I had that were cylindrical and started drawing them. It was a lot of fun. I like going from realistic to the cartoony, like line-based things. You saw that with the kind of black outline doodles that I did. So I hope you had fun with this, and I hope you did take it a page further and find other things around the house you could draw. So wow, 3 days in, having a lot of fun. Tomorrow we'll let you know, day 4, I looked ahead, there's going to be another blind contour, and it's going to be of a lemon. I'm probably going to use a picture of a lemon, if not the lemon that the instructor uses in the video, but I think I have a couple mandarin oranges on hand. I might draw one of those. So whether you have fresh fruit or not, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. I invite you to join me, and until then, I am Sarah with the York County Library, and stay creative, York County. I think that's pretty good. What do you think?